Hi, I'm Zena Mukaddam Beg. I'm an architect and I head design for Concept Architects, which is headquartered in Mumbai. Concept is one of the leading designers in commercial interiors in India today, and I have been associated with the world of commercial interiors for over 11 years now. I'm happy to share my experience and thoughts on the current trends in the Indian market of office interiors today. In terms of modern office spaces in India, we have to remember that we are a very evolving kind of a country. So the kind of development that has taken place in the last 10 years in the office space in India far exceeds the kind of development that has happened over the last, say, 20, 30 years in the Indian market. Now, the key differences between the Indian office space and our Western counterparts, firstly, would be the density of the office population. We average about 70 to 75 square feet per seat in the Indian office, whereas other spaces in the world give approximately 100, 120, 125, 150 square feet per seat. So what that really means is that we end up with a highly dense office, a lot of people packed into one space, which in turn creates its own set of issues that architects have to address then. The second part is that Indians are very diverse. So whether it comes to our language, whether it comes to our culture, our ethnicity, even our body type or the ergonomics, we have a diverse range in the Indian plane. So we have to cater to a wide sort of array of people or clients. The third part is that Indians are natural collaborators. In certain countries, people have to be taught to collaborate. People have to be brought together. Whereas the Indian has the inherent nature to sort of accompany people and be around people all the time. We enjoy that. So as architects, our challenge is to create spaces to allow this natural sense of collaboration. The fourth point to remember in terms of the Indian scene is the climatic conditions or the seasonal changes that happen across the year. So as architects, we have to be very sensitive to the kind of material choices that we make. They have to be low on maintainability and they shouldn't gather dust. For example, clients today are asking for hard surfaces in the flooring as against carpet for hygiene issues. Now this opens another set of challenges for us in the overall interior comfort value. We have to accept that Indians tend to be loud. So as a designer, we have to ensure in the space planning stage itself that we isolate the focus work zones from the noisy, chaotic areas like the cafeteria, the collaboration areas, or the reception areas. Now, another important factor is that an office needs to have high energy, vibrancy, and buzz. But the sound should not be distracting to the employee. So one should not be able to hear every word of a conversation that is going on. And that's the challenge to us. How do you remove that without removing the buzz of the acoustic environment? Today, there are no clear guidelines when it comes to acoustics in the Indian office space. And we tend to adapt in ideas from across the globe, which may not be the best solution to the Indian prototype. The key criteria of office acoustics is to retain the buzz in the open plan, yet ensure that people don't get distracted or disturbed by other people's speech. The second point is to reduce reverberation and echo in enclosed areas like meeting rooms and boardrooms. The third point is to ensure that there is no sound leakage between various confidential rooms like cabins and other confidential meetings, and also ensure that there is low ambient noise in chaotic areas like cafeterias, town halls. So the aim is to have an office where a person can have a conversation without getting disturbed by others or by disturbing others. Major hurdle is budget, budget and budget. Fortunately, very attractive acoustic solutions are available in the market today with various brands like Ecophone, which actually add aesthetic value as well instead of taking away from it. As designers, we need to create more awareness amongst the clients as to what value addition better acoustics is going to bring to them. Yes, today all the end users desire better acoustics. But apart from the cost incurred to the client, the consultants are also often wary about using acoustic materials due to reasons like logistics, availability, and technical know-how. The solution is that we need to have more acoustic consultants in the market today who can better advise on applications as well as benefits of acoustic materials. Furthermore, we should be able to realistically study pre- and post application of acoustic material, what happens to the sound in the room. And apart from the cosmetic application of acoustic surfaces, there are various other elements that we need to keep in mind, like for example, sound leakage through ducts above ceiling, using of drop seals on doors, using double glazed partitions in glass when we're using modular partitioning, etc. I don't need to have an opinion on this. There are various studies conducted to back what I'm saying. For example, in a recent study conducted by a well-known university, it was found that it takes approximately 15 minutes for a person to refocus on the task at hand once he or she loses concentration. This means the loss of 15 minutes of company paid time. So you can imagine what this means in terms of the overall revenue for the company. A person's efficiency is known to go up to 20% by virtue of having better acoustics in the office space, which means a 20% increment in the overall profitability for the company. Hence, by investing in better acoustics, a company can reap very high rewards. Ecophone is doing a phenomenal job in creating awareness about acoustics. The solutions package that you have is aesthetic as well for a designer. For example, the Solo Cloud range, the Focus range, the AcoustoWall, all of these are very interesting options. The seminars that you are conducting, the literature that you are circulating through various media like newsletters, the circulation of brochures, all of this helps the clients and architects to design for better acoustics. The future is very promising. There's a lot of scope for improvement, and the good news is that the market is aligned to accept change, which means that there is scope to increase profitability and productivity of our current office spaces. These are very exciting times, especially with newer and more innovative products coming along our way. And I look to Ecophone to surprise us and just take our breath away and help us create better looking offices which are even more optimized as high performance workspaces.